marcherai, ça coûte une jambe. Et le prix d'une montre peut coûter un bras. Dans le laboratoire, on fait pas de faute éliminatoire. Le cœur en fer comme Terminator.
And here we go, bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce is our reporter. And of course, Alperen Şengün, he's really one of those guys that did so many things for this team.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
White on the wing. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Thor with the bucket.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Down low. Pass to Durant. Back to Adebayo. Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to White. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Here's White. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Easton pulls it in. Now here's Cunningham. Averaging around 6 a game. To the inside. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Butler. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Brian?
Great work, Ali. Thanks. Now here's Adebayo. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Milwaukee with the ball. Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
He got a piece of it. From the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's McGrady. Durant draws the double. Houston working the ball around. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on White.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Tracy McGrady, 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Green, a screen. Takes a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. The Rockets on offense. Eason banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And here's Green from the arc. Oh, Durant with a steal. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
The shot off that time.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Here's Durant. He got it up, and he can't get that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Houston leading by a point. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 with... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats. And it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
It's picked off. Here's Shepard. Six on the shot clock. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Nevitt. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Porter. Here's McGrady. Brown with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Porter. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance. Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Here's Porter with the putback. Ooh, basket interference. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thanks for the report. The Rockets trail Cunningham outside. Here's Durant. From the top of the key, he buries it. 8 points for Durant.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Shot clock at 6.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Number 15.
Cunningham. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Abdul-Jabbar.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Left side, Durant. Tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Durant surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Back to Adebayo. Got a hand on it, and they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bucks leading by 3. Butler with the ball. Guarded by Adebayo. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
Pass to Brown. Green, a screen. On the wing, Green. Now here's Butler. Adebayo with a steal. Back to Durant. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. .27 seconds left to play in the half. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's White. White coming through.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
Devitt, no good. Here's Thor. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's McGrady. Inside. And it's stolen by Noel. Pass to Thor. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Here's Butler. Jackson outside. Three-pointer. Got a piece of it. Rockets trailed by 3. To the paint. Here's Nevin. Shoots over Noel. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it.
Substitution for your Bucks.
White with it. He has 7. Pass to Butler. And here's Brown. Launches it. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle. Here's McGrady. And a two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Yep, that one goes. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 points in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Finney-Smith. And here's Shepard for 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
White on the wing.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ooh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Give it up to your dancing machine mascot.
Rockets trail by 6. Cunningham, left side. Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 6.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A tight game here in Milwaukee. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Left side, Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Back to Eason. Pass to Durant. Over Butler. Nice shot by Durant. 10 points for him.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Eason, three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Thor. To the inside. powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Cunningham. Down low, Cunningham.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
White drives in. Drops in the layup for two. White's got his third bucket of the night.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Right side Durant. And here's Cunningham outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Oh, it's stolen by Easton. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Here's Cunningham. Left side Adebayo. From downtown. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks ahead, up by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Bucks leading by 5. Green, a screen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Butler. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Rockets trail by 5. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Okogie. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Houston working the ball around. Here's Okogie. Pass to Shepherd. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Finney-Smith.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Allie, thank you. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And here's Cunningham. Here's Adebayo. The size and power from Bam inside.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
White driving to the basket. Brown on the wing. Another chance. And he cashes it in on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Brown on the wing. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Outside Durant. Adebayo fires. The putback. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Jimmy Butler. Second personal foul.
Outside Durant. Outside Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And he drives in.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Durant, the 3 ball is down.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
Outside Green. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Green. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Back comes Houston in transition. Adebayo capitalizing in transition.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief. Oh, this is what Butler is known for. Elevating his game in crucial moments.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Green, a screen. Brown scanning the floor. White. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Can they tie it? Oh, did he? He did!
Oh,
He got it to fall!
That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a 3, and he delivered.
Time expires. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Now here's Brown. White outside. Now Butler. It's stolen away. Durant fires. 20 feet away and no problem.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
White with it. He's picked up by Eason. He launches. Flushes it down with both hands.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Outside Durant. He got it. KD right over him.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the contact. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
And he buries the jumper.
Not exactly what coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Now Adebayo. He drills the wide-open jumper.
Adebayo being aggressive there. Quick release on the catch and shoot.
White looking it over. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. A minute 20 left to play in overtime. Now Cunningham. Durant, 20 feet away and no problem.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively. And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Outside Cunningham. Puts up the tray. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Outside Durant. Oh, stolen by Butler. And so it's Houston winning this one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll do it, folks.